Welcome back. It's the APT. It's day 2 of the main event, and we are certainly in the business end of day 2 because this is actually Flight 2B. We had to cater to the day 1B players in Flight 2B, a smaller flight, and here we are 5 spots away from going hand for hand. So we're on the soft bubble. 69 players will make the money, advance to day 3. Near $3,000 will be locked up. And with 76 remaining, that means 7 dreams will unfortunately be crushed. We saw this in day 2A already. 199 players making the money. 69 from this flight will join them tomorrow. That's what they're playing for. About 3,000, as I said, the minimum payout, 340 total combined with the online entries. That number starts climbing, and climbing quickly, because up top we're playing for over $500,000 US.
And it's a massive one. And
it really is.
Don't forget that everyone that makes it into the money here will join the 199 players from day 2A, as well as a little bit more than about 70 players, I believe, from the on-live qualifiers, which
That's
should
right.
all add up to
340.
338 actually, as there was a couple people that double qualified, so they're going to get a min cash for those stacks. But nonetheless, very exciting as we get to day 3, and one of those 338 players will be walking away with an APT Championship main event ticket worth 10,000 USD.
The old 10K lucky draw, which will happen tomorrow, right at the start of play. Same thing on day 4, by the way. Day 4 will be 48 players, so even better chances there. And then the top 6 get the ticket as well, as you do see the payouts on the screen. These go all the way up to the 533,000 I mentioned up top. We're going to have a heads up of over $230,000 to the extent there's no deal. 6 players, the top 6 finishers at the final table, will get the main event ticket as well.
Yeah, very notable. 533,000 up top is only about 17,000 short of 550,000. Doesn't seem that much when you have that much money in play, but it does mean I get a free sandwich from Vidur.
Just had to do it.
It's worth quite a bit for me in the booth.
In Taipei, and you just had to rub it in. And now 2 sandwiches I owe you.
That's true. Is that what we bet on the second one? I don't even remember.
We'll save the details of the second one. I've lost too much today, but let's talk about what you can win. That trophy a few days away. But it is going to be one of the 338 players you mentioned. For now, we will switch our feature table. We do see Eric Sai take the seat. Seat 7, that is. The Taiwanese legend, 6 poker, he goes by. Along with the players who no doubt have been in quite a grind when they were on the outer table. Sweaty Bubble is the theme of the day. 7 spots away. Let's see how this cohort navigates. It is not easy to be in their shoes. No matter what your stack, unless you're outright chip leading, you always feel at risk. You always feel like all your hard work could just go to waste with the wrong decision. As we almost head into the next day, it is very easy to let the mental game slip a bit. Players did just come back from the break, should help them reset. Hopefully they hydrated, caffeinated if they so need. Willing to put out their best, make sure they can make it to the money. Eric immediately goes to work, raising Queen 10 off from +2. And the big stack. Chung Kwan Nguyen. Absolute reg, no doubt, has played with Eric, not just today, but over the years. Has King Queen. He knows what Eric can be up to. Certainly not folding. Comes along with a call. Dominating, I should say. Eric's Queen 10. And the Ace-4 will take the big blind discount thanks to the fact that they have 223k in their stack. Can't take a flop, and this is why it comes Ace-High. Gut shot for both the others. Top pair for Peng. Those of you joining us back from the break on YouTube, welcome back. I'm sure you're fans of XI. Let us know if you are supporting anybody else on the feature table or on the outer tables. All the updates still available in the app. Did have to switch streams because we crossed 12 hours. The break seemed like the right time to do it.
This Eric Sai in position. Tries to fire at it with the gut shot. Gets 2 callers. King-Queen call. A little bit more surprising for me, but does cover both stacks. Just 7 off the money. I'm sure that played a big role in making the call. First top pair for Peng Sin Woo. But after you get a bet and another call on the flop, ace-4 kicker doesn't feel that good.
Eric really taking stock of what he has left. 97k, 81 in the middle. Does he feel one more stab would work? Is he literally putting his opponent on a jack and a jack? He might just fire if he is, and he's grabbing chips, Kyle. Oh my goodness. He's bet 32 off a 97k stack into 2 players twice now. This looks mighty strong. I don't see how the king-queen holds on.
No, even with a covering stack, it just kind of seems like you'd just be betting into a hand that's going to call you off at this point. And even for Peng Sin Woo, like it's a +2 open, and you've got nearly the, I mean, you're playing the board with your kicker. 4 does not activate. You gotta be feeling like you're not really good here. Mostly, you're certainly not beating any value. It's kind of just a bluff catcher.
Yeah, I mean, let's say we couldn't see what Eric has. What does this look like most of the time? A strong ace?
Yeah, ace-king, ace-queen, ace-jack, ace-10. Like, there's so many.
Pocket jacks, pocket sevens.
Yeah.
And what bluffs can you come up with? Eric seems to have found one with the queen 10-0 that is unlikely to be opening to begin with. Maybe 9-8 suited, but no backdoors appeared. This is just so sick.
Not be surprised at all. And there it is. Gets top pair to fold.
That is so sick. Eric Sai, first hand in the feature. Letting us know why he's considered one of the best. Has crossed 3 million in earnings. Now we see what he gets up to. He doesn't need the big stack to be the bubble bully.
How much time is delay? 15 minutes? 30 minutes.
Interesting, Kyle. Eric wants to know what the delay is. Maybe he's curious when his competitors will find out how aggressive he's getting.
Yeah, I mean, it is big information.
Lee now going after it with Jack 5 suited. Once again, it's not just about how much you have in your stack. 21 bigs after the bet. It's more about how much the blinds have, how much you think other people want to fold their way into the money. Just needed to get through the massive stack on his left. He's managed that. The other decently sized stack was in the small. Probably did not fear much, but Peng has woken up with pocket sevens. Wow.
Wow, big fold. Peng Sin Woo also covering Hyundong Lee.
How good does Lee's open look now that you see pocket sevens hit the muck in the small? Talk about game flow, and Shono has just woken up with rags.
I don't know if you can use the word woken up at that point. You got 8-4 off, you're still asleep.
I like that.
Didn't wake up with anything.
She's hit the snooze. Fold.
Hit the snooze.
Move on. Shout out to the bubblegum pink hair. Is that the right name for the color?
Maybe. I don't know if I don't know. I'm not good with my colors, but either way,
Is it lilac?
rocking a sick style there.
Yeah, it's just sick.
The pink hair and the glasses.
Huge shout out. That is just really cool.
Someone who's maybe more in tune with like the rock star look than the, I guess the like rich person look. I don't know how I want to call it, but like you know, maybe more fashionably, traditionally fashionably inclined as opposed to statement D inclined.
Punk? Is that what you're trying to say? Punk rock?
I mean a bit, but
Feels very...
transcends genres quite a bit too.
Did you watch the latest Matrix movie?
I did not know.
Good call. It was awful.
Okay.
But she does remind me of a few characters from it. It's supposed to be very neopunk.
Okay. Yeah. Checks out.
Immediately grabbing chips in the small against a cutoff open seems to have had enough. Oh, there we go. Coming after it. Understanding the late position open from the chip lead on the table is going to be wide. Commits 36K. You love to see it. This is so strong. Does Chung have a counter-attack? Has the crucial blocker. He's not snap folded and he's eyeing his chips. You know he's considering it very, very seriously, but decides against it. Very impressive from Shono. Really picking her spot. She's not just worried about the bubble. She wants to make sure she can maximize her chance of going deep in this tournament. In about 2 minutes, she'll be asking, how much is the delay? How long before Chung figures out what I've been doing?
Geronimo Manuel, ace-5 suited under the gun. Sitting on about 23 bigs. Just decides to lay it down. Double pressure getting everybody. Beaumont, seat 8. Kind of looks like he could be related to Eric Seidel.
Okay. Yeah.
Like almost like his son or something, I think, you know, clearly much younger.
Right. I see it.
He's got a
I see
bit
it.
of that vibe.
Super chill. Super professional.
King Queen on King Queen action. Do we see the raise from Kaya Shono? Ah, just the call. Pinkston Wu. First player with King Queen. Open from the cutoff. Wow, even Rong Chung with pocket deuces. Calls in the small blind.
This is unexpected.
Sai is just going to get something pot odds and jump into the action here with Queen 10.
This is extremely unexpected. Wouldn't even expect Shona to be in there. Well, she's flopped top 2, as has the pre-flop aggressor. Free roll with the Queen of Hearts for him. Peng, that is. Shono probably loving life, loving a decision to come along in this hand. So often with her chip stack with 2 stacks behind, including a jammable short stack.
Look how wild this is with the equities. Kaya Shono has top 2 pair right now, but has less equity in this pot than Eric Sai with Queen 10.
Yeah, but that's because the chop is included, so
yeah.
Technically it's 40% equity.
Right.
So So it's going bet and a call, and Deuces obviously gets out of the way. Don't see Eric too interested, with just a gut shot and middle pair. For so much interest has been shown in the pot. Could be drawing dead. No heart means it's going to be a chop if we reach showdown, and we should be reaching showdown. I mean, this is just so high up in both of their ranges. 104 in the middle. There's the slightest of chances that we see a nasty river and one of these players gets blown off their hand. They have near even stacks. He's just ripped it, and although Shono has to gulp for a moment, really think things through near the bubble here, but simply no way to fold this. Especially with the overbet too. You're not afraid of running into the nuts anymore because they would want to extract. Pretty rare for somebody to be doing this with Jack 10. Oh my word, she's let it go! What more do you want with King Queen? I know there's a straight possible. You block the top two sets. Is Peng doing this with pocket nines precisely? She succumbed to the pressure, and what an amazing bet by Peng. He doesn't know it. And I think he's finding out.
Yeah, I think she's saying she had two pair.
She told him, King Queen. Oh, no, no, no. Don't announce it to the table.
No. You bro. TV. What's the stream? What's the stream? Good. King Queen. Okay. That's alright.
Yeah, the chat is losing it. I'm more worried about the reveal, to be honest. Oh, watch the counter there, Kyle. So quickly, we are down to 73. Just had a few exits. I can check the live reports. Always tragic to read these so close to the money. Just two away now from hand for hand. Oh, I'm just reading a report, Kyle. Yu Hang took out two players with pocket aces, v pocket jacks, v pocket sevens on the 9-3-7 flop.
No.
And the ace on the river.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It's rough.
So Kim Jin-suk got it in with a set. Got the overpair to call. Maybe two overpairs to call. And the ace on the river. Can you imagine?
Well, as this hand develops here, Geronimo Manuel still has top pair. Quan Win looking for a heart. Does get the gutter on the turn. Needs 4 to improve. King, of course, would still work out.
Well, that's a lot of outs against top pair. As we see the river, it's a king. He's got one of them. Very unfortunate for the now short stack of Geronimo.
Yeah,
First things first, we need to make sure we don't lose more chips here, and that's going to be tough to do. The one overcard comes in. Not necessary for your opponent to have it. Certainly smacks the range, but
Doesn't even force Geronimo all in.
yeah, you do start wondering,
Okay.
are they doing what you're supposed to do on the bubble and just betting when the king comes? The kind of folds we've seen on the table, you feel like you're supposed to hang on with top pair.
Yeah.
Top pair before the river anyway. Wouldn't blame a call here. Would take him down to under 10 bigs. And call he does.
How can you not? It doesn't feel good, but going back to Shonokaya's hand there, I think the most frustrating, or the most, I guess, dissuading part of that hand was the fact that you have a king and a queen blocking those pairs, blocking top pair, top kicker, blocking top 2 pair, you know, blocking, well, 2 pair in general, really. It's like, what are you left with? The straights, the set? Like, it's not that often.
Aces?
You probably still have to call. Yeah, I guess aces. Maybe
Plenty.
still in the mix, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you do block
I'm
the
just
king. There's 2 more,
curious
though.
what the thought process, you know?
I mean, you're crushing ace-king. You're crushing aces.
Yeah.
Certainly crushing an overplayed king-jack, king-10, which might also behave that way on the king-queen-9 board.
Yeah, possibly.
It felt like...
I mean, the overbet was, I guess, you know, it was intimidating.
Yeah, but let's think back. It worked out like a charm for the overbet to just get the same hand to fold. Just an incredible result. But the overbet was a bit of a sign of fear also. Did not want to see another card. 2 hearts on the board. Did not want to see a 10 or a jack. Mind you, he could have been running into jack 10 himself, but certainly just took the gamble. That's the butterfly effect of poker. It just works out like magic sometimes, even though you might not play optimally. Oh, watch this. Geronimo, after losing some chips, unafraid to get the ace-king in there. I really like this decision. Even though we are 4 away from the money, 49K is tough to hold on to, especially with only 73 players in the field. So after the 3-bet from Chung, he gets an ace-king, and this is why you do it. Sometimes you're up against ace-queen, and you can double up to 108K. Just need to dodge the 22%.
Alright, for the triple hyper couple, complete your hands on your own. We're going to have a 5-minute break.
King 3.
Thomas Smith, please do the chip raise for 100 and warm time back to the
I understand the display of emotions there. It's too much to process one way or the other. Actually 122K in the pot with the antes. There we have it.
Safe.
Short stack no more. 20 bigs. And with that double up, I do believe we will be saying good night to Mr. PocketKyles. Thank you so much for being with us and opening the show in the morning.
Oh, it's been a glorious long day of streaming both flights here. Can't wait to be back in just a few hours or so for the start of day 3 tomorrow. We'll be doing the grid walk once again and introducing the Neil and the lucky draw for that 10K ticket. So
that's gonna be a blast.
I'll see you guys then, and I'll watch the last of the stream as I wind down. So, but we'll be Sam Insole will be joining you again very shortly. So enjoy the last of day 2B, and I hope it's as an exciting as bubble coverage as 2A was.
Sweaty bubble.
Sweaty bubble. That's it. Till next time, guys.
King 7 under the gun. Chung just took a hit to his stack, but a tiny one. Still a massive stack on the table. Doesn't want to press the issue. I mean, there is a version of being the big stack on a table like this. Now we're just 4 spots away from the money, 2 spots away from hand for hand, where you can't just start raising any 2, or certainly 60 to 70% of range. A7 will defend. Shono's open. Ace, queen, jack. Best hand for Lee. Well, you've called an ace pre-flop. You flopped an ace. Check call seems to be the way to go. Queen is interesting. The reason being, Lee's hand could easily contain a queen. And Shono with just a jack. Likely to be quite afraid of this card. Should be looking to get to showdown. Maybe try and realize equity in the form of another jack or a 10. Instead it's a 4 and it's a checkmark for Lee. The 7 kicker now turns into a jack. Seems like a good spot for a block bet to me. Shono has, I should say, the aces, the ace queens, the absolute top of range nuts kind of holdings. But apart from that, a bet here should be quite difficult to raise. He's got the 1/3 pot, slightly bigger block. Not too many draws in the flop, so Shono does have a tough decision. Not too tough, apparently. Looks like a fold isn't coming. Yeah, there's the fold.
Hello, hello, Vidur. How are you doing?
Welcome back to the booth, Sam. Doing very well. Hashtag sweaty bubble is the theme of the night because this bubble is
Just
my
live hashtag.
Yeah, don't you? I'm a millennial.
What millennia?
The third.
Oh, it is good to be back, Vidur. We're going to close this out. Double bubble.
Double bubble. Actually, much better hashtag, Sam. I'll grant you that one.
Don't put the hashtag in there.
It's only hashtag tonight. We're 4 away. 69 make it to the money. They will become part of the 338 players who join us tomorrow for day 3, and we play down to 48 players. Everybody will lock up $3,000 for their efforts. Now, I do want to mention a hand with Shono, Sam, that you missed. King-Queen versus King-Queen on the King-Queen 9 flop.
I did see that.
Bet called and turn shoved, over bet shoved, and Shono did fold the King-Queen and revealed to the table what the fold was. As a result, I expect the players on the table to recognize the desire for Shono to make the money, come after it. But how do you do that when the pocket queens have opened from +1? Have to respect an early position open from somebody who admittedly wants to make the money bad enough to fold top 2. Nguyen, extremely accomplished player from Vietnam. You can just tell, wants to take every spot. Does give the credit. +1 open. Ace on the big blind. We'll just see the flop for 6K. King, Jack, 9. Much more difficult board to navigate than the previous couple of ones that Shono has been involved in. We begin with a C bet. Just gets the job done.
I think this is going to be a long one.
Yeah.
We are only 4 off the money, but these players have been going at it since 3 p.m. today. I really think, and judge of the pace of play over the last 2 tables, I think the min cash means a lot. How's Eric Tsai been doing?
Man, he made quite an impression on me because he came in as one of the shorter stacks. I believe the level was 6K, as it is right now. 100K stack. Just took the queen 10 to town, opening +2. Board is ace jack X, and he fires into 2 players on the flop.
Okay.
Turn is a 5, and he fires again and takes it down, gets the ace to fold, gets the king queen to fold. And this is off a
fires
100k
the turn
stack.
multi-way.
Fires the turn multi-way after
Wow.
getting 2 callers on the flop. It's as though he could see the cards and see the tendencies, knew the weak ace would have to fold from the big blind. That was slick. That was real slick. Now we have a fun sweat going on for our friend as well, Stephan Lai out there amongst the 73.
He's in good spirits. Did walk by him. We do have Tyler, as well as Neil Johnson on standby for the bubble coverage out there.
Yeah, shout out to them as well. I mean, they're putting in the grind, waiting to do the APT thing and make sure we have equal fun in flight 2B as 2A. But dare I say the players not having equal fun. And this does happen in smaller fields. I mean, let's do the math. 8 players per table, 73 players remaining. 9, maybe 10 players active at the moment. You just can't get eliminations as easily.
Now this is adventurous, Vidur. Typically you'll see a shove from a hand like PocketKyles, as it doesn't really play too well. Poor removal to that 4-bet bluffing range, as well as the 4-bet value range. Bumped up to 36,000. Mika with the ace-king of hearts.
Yeah, Lee going for a bit of game flow. Mika hadn't opened a hand at least since the new feature table started. There is some merit in thinking that Mika's doing it out of game flow. In the cutoff, you do have a pair, you take the aggressive option. We did actually see Lee open up Jack 5 suited in the cutoff and get the small blind to fold pocket 7s.
Oof.
It's been working out so far, these steals, these tricky plays. He really tried to get away with one. Punched instantly, goes to show where Mika's at. Ace king suited, all you can eat. Bubble be damned, ICM be damned. And we see why it's the right move. Very often you're getting bullied. Very often you'll get hands with a ton of equity to hit the mark. Ace king makes an appearance again. 6k blind, 79k is good for 17 bigs. Pardon me, 13 bigs. Looks like a candidate to get it in there. This is not the time to take a flip. You want to generate as much fold equity as possible. Triangle being asked for. I will say, Sam, this would be the spot to have 1 chip behind. We're 4 away from the money.
Yeah.
Could see some madness behind you, and indeed could see it on the outer tables as well, although...
Wait, with 80k, you're on, what is that?
13
Like
bigs.
13 bigs? I would leave 4 behind. Give you a little bit of playability.
Yeah.
You know, breathing room to get through an orbit if you get dealt dust over the next few hands. And it's the same thing. No one's going to go, okay, I'm going to call 9 bigs, but not 13.
Yeah. And I remain convinced that you generate more fold equity when you go 9.
Yeah.
Because with raggedy hands, psychologically you're asking people to put in more chips to get you in there. I've seen those marginal decisions, you know, the 7s, the ace-10 suiteds, kind of get a bit confused. Now you're asking them to 3-bet jam with no fold equity, so it just feels very weird. You know, you're trying to throw people off. So Rong Zhang will get the pickup he deserves. Does have to post most of what he picked up right now.
Hello, hello to chat, joining us for a stream that went over 12 hours. We had to start a new one. Thank you for that, Kiwi.
That spot in the list of remaining contenders. Somebody who came in as the 2nd biggest stack to this flight. Somebody you and I met yesterday, an Indian reg by the name of Neil Joshi. This is his 2nd time in Taipei. Came by last time to play the 10Ks and the 25Ks, and now making a deep run in the main.
Wow, you can tell people really want to make this bubble. That is a 20+ big blind open jam from +1 with ace king O. This is just a please fold. All I want is a small blind and big blind.
Could slightly be textured by the fact that he just doubled up getting the ace queen to call him off. Although very, very different circumstance. I think that was another 2 blinds. And now this is going to put Lee in the blender. Let's think about that fold equity we just mentioned. Is there a world where Lee can call this off? Does he think Geronimo is doing this with, let's say, 7s and 6s? As Sam just pointed out, it's 20 bigs.
No, I think if somebody open shoving ace king off from +1, I don't even think they're opening 6s in this position.
I think this is just a fold.
Yeah, I agree.
Pocket 9s and pocket 10s. You're really in the blender. Pocket 8s just about allow you to get away. It's not ideal. I mean, you're getting away from a hand that you're actually ahead. But
Ooh.
ICM.
Way he grabbed that chip. Looked like he was going to flick it in.
Yeah, he looked close. This is poker math near the bubble in a nutshell, right? You might be getting positive EV in the form of chips, but if you lose the flip, you're out. If you win the flip, sure, you double up, but the stack is not worth twice as much. Chang never calling, a little bit of tanking. Still 2 or 3 spots away from hand for hand. It's only natural. Yes, one of those hands you kind of feel like rabbit hunting once you fold. So Geronimo has really chipped up 137k now. We saw him jam 49k with the ace king, get called. A little bit of hoodie run good, maybe. Wearing the 20 years of APT hoodie.
All right, the super hyper turbo price going up 1,000, 2,000, 2,020.
Hey, Super Hyper Turbo's catching up to our blind level.
Okay.
1K, 2K blind level.
Give it another 15 minutes, it'll cross us. And I don't think I'm joking.
I think they'll crown a winner by then.
I don't think I'm joking about the 15.
The Super Hyper Turbo, is it 2 or 5 minute levels?
5.
5, okay.
It's the super and the hyper. Fun times are had.
Pocket 8s for win in the hijack. Will raise it up. Kaya looking down at ace 5 of hearts on the button. Will continue. All right, let's take a heads up flop. Kaya in position with the suited ace. Queen, Jack, 9. Tough board for both players. Defensive check out of position from Win. Check. Doesn't change too much. A neutral turn. Good for both players.
Shono's flat call throwing went off a bit last time around, had king queen. This time the whiff with ace 5. Tons of outs down the form of queens and 9s, and actually has just decided to bluff at it. 24k. 20% of their stack committed to this bluff. Just pocket eights, dummy end off the gut shot. Board is paired. Not an easy call, but Win can't afford it.
Win's thinking it through. Doesn't snap folded.
He's got to be weighing all the options. Fold call and raise, considering we just saw the shove work in the king-queen top two pair hand.
Wow. Finds the
Call.
correct call.
Safe river. No 9, no ace. And Shono immediately reaches for chips. 40k, 40% of the stack. This is very convincing, Sam. After you see someone fold king queen, announce how badly they want to make the money, and then commit this many chips. That being said, open-ended straight draw possible, has missed. Backdoor flush draw possible, has missed. There's plenty of bluffs possible, but would they be made on the bubble? Win decides that they wouldn't. What a turn of events. This is not how I expected this hand to go.
No, not at all. Very nice pickup for Kaya. Such a quick bluff on the river. Win probably reading into that. It doesn't feel bluffy.
It really doesn't. Turn that hand into a mystery hand. Keep the context of everything that's happened on the table. And you'll be convinced that you're facing a jack at the minimum. Baccarat for Mika, no good. Baccarat's to 9, right?
Yes, natural 9. So,
Raising it up.
one of my first jobs was a casino dealer.
That's right, you mentioned once, yeah?
Yeah, and they put me up in the high limit Baccarat room quite early because I don't speak any Mandarin, and the regulars like to swear at the dealers when they lose $100,000 in a hand.
That's right.
So I could just sit there, they'll swear, and I just thumbs up.
Oh, watch this. Chung is just getting bullied on the table despite having the biggest stack. Bang comes after it. That's a big stack himself. Three bets the ace jack off against the +2 open. And frankly, his timing is quite good. Pocket deuces should struggle to come along. There's an ego battle at play. Chung just lost a hand, turns out folded the best one. Doesn't know it yet, but is he feeling bullied? Even if he is, has to let the deuces go. Their stacks now converging. That's gotta be so tough, Sam. You have a massive stack at the table that somewhat announces itself as just trying to inch their way into the money. And then all of a sudden you find out you were being hustled. Everybody's just playing back at you. Double barrel bluff turn and river. Betting your +2 opens. What in the world is going on?
You know, and it happens more and more the higher the stakes get. You know, watching some of the final table replays of online GG, you know, with the super crushers, like the Limitlesses, the Lena 900s. You know, someone's got a 120 big blind stack. They just get 3-bet every single time they open. They just get tripled off all the time, and they just respect it. They just fold to the bluffs over and over.
Well, we'll try again. Ace-8. +1 now. As we do see the field drop down to 72, it's been a slow march towards the bubble, but we're only 3 spots away from the money. One spot away from hand for hand. Over 1K viewers on YouTube once again. Thank you for joining us after we restarted the stream. Seeing some support for Eric. Anytime you see a 6 in the chat, assume it's for Eric Sai, aka 6 Poker.
Well, Mika will defend the big blind. We're going to take a flop. King, queen offsuit. Very playable out of the big blind. But that is top pair for win. Wow, king, queen getting sticky out of position.
Yeah, but what's the plan? No redraw, really, especially now that it comes to deuce of spades.
You're just thinking your best against some jack 10s, queen jacks. Worst king X.
Oof.
There.
Worst river. Offsuit queen. I mean, this bet is for value considering the check back on the turn. Note from the sizing, Sam, it's not a blocker really, is it? It's gone B40. Should be a quick call for Chung.
A little bit of a greedy size with the queen.
Chung has been having a rough go of it, but I think this is going to go the way it's supposed to. I understand. You do start seeing demons.
That's good.
The flop float coming to bite on the river. Still 150K. Good for 25 bigs. So Sam, I can see the level clock counting down on the top left, which means 45 minutes with this crew. We've only gone down from 76 to 72. Just 4 eliminations in 45 minutes. A very, very different story than Flight 2A, isn't it?
Night and day, you could say, Vidur.
Oh, nice one.
Thank you.
Day and night, to be precise, but
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, today, just 3 more players to be eliminated before we end the day. Tomorrow we'll return. Everybody locking up $3,000. We're going to play down to the final 48 tomorrow on day 3, which will see everybody lock up $9,000. Where the money's getting a little bit more serious. Coming back, day 4, play down to the final table, $45,000 for 9th place. And then finally to $533,000 on day 5 for a first place finish.
Now, depending on how sweaty things get tomorrow, you and I might be hitting up the players' party? Yes, no?
Oh, of course.
Irrespective of how sweaty things get? You're willing to make a late entrance? If you're in the booth late?
I haven't missed one yet. I know the last 2 I've only showed up for maybe an hour or so, but it's still nice to go down, have a drink, catch up with some people that I've been too busy to see. Well, I'm sure you'll be there as well.
I'll follow your lead, man. You did call the venue the hottest nightclub in Taipei?
I believe it is the most famous, the most exclusive,
Biggest?
biggest, the bestest. It's near Taipei 101, so we'll have a few drinks and then we'll go try and replicate what Alex Honnold did.
Yeah. We'll do it at night, so it's special.
Nice pickup for a win. A long range steal. Gets a little extra big blind as well.
So Sam and keeping with my props for the day. Got a little Indian food this evening.
Okay.
The credit card roulette comes out.
Of course. Oh no, really?
It's just not good, is it?
How many
One of those
people?
days. Thankfully, we chopped it. So 2 of us bore the brunt of 6 people.
Okay. How do you chop credit card roulette?
Just time down to the last 2 cards.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a fun way to do it. You start with 6 and you eliminate one by one.
Oh, I like
It's all
that.
about the sweat. All about
That's
the sweat.
way better.
It's way better than the app where you just put your finger and get hustled by whoever owns the phone.
Calling me out? You think I fixed it?
I was calling out Stephan live, but anyway.
I showed him that app. It's hilarious. I've never lost.
Surprise, surprise.
Sa dulo ka. Punta ka sa dulo. Yung dulo, puntahan mo. Forward ko. Hindi sa YouTube.
3 in a row for win.
Yung tinalo ng ano, katabi ko. Pwede sa YouTube. YouTube meron. Sa YouTube meron. Meron.
2,354 entries. Coming back tomorrow with 338. Hard to believe the numbers we get in the form of the support, both online and the 4 live flights. One of the biggest tournaments in Asia, repeatedly.
Oh, nice. So you've got the number 338 with the on-live qualifiers joining us.
Yeah, that's right. And some concept of 2 people having 2 stacks, maybe online and live, and
And forfeiting.
getting in the money and forfeiting their stacks. So, in terms of players joining us, I believe 338.
It's going to be a big one. 338 down to 48 tomorrow.
It's going to be a whole different brand of poker than what we've seen in day 2, and certainly what we're seeing right now, basically on the soft bubble. So some basic tournament explanation, if I could prompt you, Sam. Just this concept of the ICM inflating all the way till the bubble and then relatively disappearing. Talk to me about that. How do you navigate that, and just mathematically, what is the idea?
Just sort of in a linear fashion, just play tighter and tighter and tighter up until the bubble. And once the bubble bursts, go back to playing how you did at the beginning of the tournament, and then once again, get tighter and tighter as we approach the final table. Of course, there's way more nuances than that, but I think you're going to have to go to Deep Run and buy a training course for that.
Love it. You don't need to buy it. You can try it.
Yeah, 7-day free trial, or head on over to the Deep Run booth. Get yourself some potential Deep Run Hong Tai and a training code. Are they giving out the Hong Tai, or is it a purchase kind of thing?
Let's go and find out tomorrow. I don't mind getting one.
You said the red one was extra spicy, eh?
Yeah, I need me a good red Hong Tai.
As well. Well, flop's gone check, check. Woo, with the best hand. Stab. Big check, check to the river. Cautious play. Deuce of clubs in the river. Come on, Pang, get some value. Just gonna check it over. Check, check.
Making life a bit easy for Zhang there. With the 11 big stack. I mean, he hates that he didn't end up with the winner, but was not put to a tough decision. Can be thankful for that. Fake aces will hit the muck. A very real ace king. 25 bigs. We've seen that he's not afraid to get ace king into the middle. Rejammed against the PocketKyles 3-bet earlier. Chung always likes to take his time. I'd argue that the way he's been playing, really trying to go after the short and medium stacks, he's actually incentivized to see more hands. Fold a bit quicker with hands he knows he's folding, but considering his spot, you never know, he could go to town with any two. And Shono was really chipped up. He's not afraid to get in the mix, it turns out.
Well, that's all 4 aces, isn't it, Vidur?
That's a good point. No ace on the flop as a result. 9-8, 2 clubs. Not sure who has the advantage here. You're not happy with ace king on this board. The c-bet comes nonetheless, and good time for it. We saw Shono get really busy with the ace-5 suited. That's when the window of opportunity was opened. In this case, the c-bet on this board. Should certainly spell the end of the hand. I mean, there's just nothing you can do.
Kiwi, we're starting at 11 a.m. as we always do for the main event. That is local Taipei time. If you're ever unsure, just assume 11 a.m. Some of our Natural 8 events start a little later.
Yeah, plus 30 for the stream, I suppose, with the delay.
So like 11:45.
Yeah, and cards hit the air 11:45 on the stream, but don't forget, we do have the draw for the main event seat. Max all the way till the cutoff, and Chung has just been quiet for so long, just waiting to pick up some chips that he may feel is entitled to. On the soft bubble here, opening 9-8 off. Queen Jack suited awaits in the big blind, the short stack. Hosting 12K, has 55K behind. Would love for them to find the jam. I know it is just so difficult to do so on the stone bubble, and maybe you just want to see the free flop. The chip leader is going to be opening so wide, and we did see them fold a lot. That being said, it's not the kind of variance he wants to court. Just 3 spots away from the money. Very, very strong holding to go to the flop, especially when you flop a flush.
You know, Vidur, I was fully in agreement with you pre-flop, but hard to change your...
I take it all back.
Yeah, right?
What a genius. It's not just a flush for yourself, it's also top pair with the flush redraw. A redraw that's drawing dead. Only runner to save Chung. 15K donated into Jack's stack.
So there is a runner straight flush possibility.
That's
which
right.
would be very disgusting.
And now you're thinking everything just looks so strong. Not a bad time to use your time bank, I'll give you that, because the 2 options, call or jam, are both on the table. You lose so much value by jamming. You have to give your opponent a chance to put you to the test for all your chips, as they're likely to do. The only thing he's worried about is his opponent having exactly the king of spades, exactly the ace of spades, and a spade rolling out. Oh, I don't love this. Does jam. That being said, his opponent has top pair and the 9 of spades. Will call. And we'll realize how slim they're drawing. I mean, it's not even worth mentioning until we see what the turn is.
What would be the most ideal turn? Would be an 8, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Queen is not it. The queen is not it, and one of the shortest stacks in the tournament finds a double up and an 8 on the river. Slide needle.
Would have been a better sweat coming in on the turn. And here the super hyper turbo table celebrating.
The feature table, I believe, is a bit farther away from the outer tables for day 2B, but if people were looking on, they would absolutely be anti-railing wrong Zhang there. Instead, he's up to 131k and a respectful tap on the table by the competitors. That's nice. Does have a stack now that can just easily make the money. Feels like such a gift from the PocketKyles to look down at 3 spades. I mean, one of the top feelings, surely.
No
Soft
kidding.
bubble 7 bigs or so, and just flop the joint.
You know, going back to what you said, I do think it really gets ingrained in your head when you take that shove spot and then they just snap you off 10s. You go, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Right, it feels like a punt in the moment, and it really does register in your mind. So, I get it.
And the more I think about it, the more it's just a bit unrealistic to expect, you know. The way this flight has been going, the way the bubble is being grinded, I think the mindset there was to maybe try and peel, maybe stop and go. If needed, just fold the flop and find a spot, but as we saw, the flop obliged.
Lahat ko kayo na yan barok eh. Hindi ko na pinaano. Wala na, short na rin.
Kaya, 5-4 offsuit. But now Jong choosing a great spot to change gears, bumping it up with the ace-3 of diamonds. Eric Sai looks a little suspicious. King-queen offsuit in the big blind. But given how tight everyone's been, I don't know if this is a spot he's going to take. No, he's not.
I mean, mad respect for Zhang, immediately putting the chips to work, wanting to extend the newfound stack. It's okay, Kaya. Caught with your hand in the bubble jar. Happens to the best of us. On to the next one. Chung back at it. Ace deuce. Opens +2. Zhang, no doubt, has had plenty of fun in the last couple of hands. Queen 7 suited. Shouldn't be too tempting. basically tripled up in the span of 2 hands. After posting, at about 50k.
Yeah, that's right.
And the nut low for Jean.
Yes, that's right. We did have a blind increase the last few hands. This is the big one, isn't it? 3K, 6K to 4K, 8K.
Yeah.
33% really chunks down the effective stack. Maybe this is the push that we need to see that field number tick down, Vidur.
Oh yeah, this has to be it. That is a big jump. That is a big increment for the short stacks to deal with.
You're essentially losing 33% of your stack. You go from having 10 bigs, now you're at 7.
So 25%, because you go from 6K to 8K, so the 2K is 25%. So let's say you had 48K.
Yeah.
At 6K, that'd be 8 bigs.
Yeah.
And at 8K, that'd be 6 bigs.
Okay, yeah. Okay, 25%.
Hashtag poker maths.
Just shows how poor I am at math.
%25 is chunky though. Imagine how brutal it is to lose 25% of your stack in a hand.
Yep.
One tick of the clock and there you have it. That is the whole secret sauce of the MTT world, and on the absolute bubble of the APT main event. It's gonna sting. Now Zhang was the shortest stack on our table, so with that effective triple up, he's not feeling the pinch, but the outer table surely will be. You know, Sam, I will commend the fact that players are not tanking, because right before hand for hand is when it's still technically going to influence anything.
Yeah.
And that's when people tend to do it. Huge shout out to these players.
I don't know if you know this, but let's have a fun little game here. What car do you think Eric Sai drives? You had to guess.
What car has a 6 in it? A 6 Series? A Mazda 6?
No. You're far. It doesn't have anything to do with 6.
Okay. I don't know him well enough personally, so I'm trying to go off something both of us would know. I'll just say Tesla. I have no idea.
Lamborghini.
Does he?
Yes.
Baller!
Yeah, I think it. I want to say it was purple. Just rolls up right outside the front of our venue.
Is it the one you and I spotted together? Oh no, it's a traditional one. It wasn't one of the SUV ones.
No, but the wing door comes out. Who's
Hell
this?
yeah, dude. Hell yeah,
Eric Sai
Eric.
steps out.
Let's go, Eric. More of this in poker, please. I want Monte Carlo vibes in Taipei. Make it happen. Eric, lead the charge.
Who else do you think's got a supercar?
Stephan lie, but he doesn't tell us about it.
No, he's too modest. He's got a bike. I don't think he drives.
Yeah, he's from Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Why would he drive? They probably call taking the MRT driving. Danny Tang? What does Danny Tang drive?
Oh yeah, Danny Tang feels like a.
Hong Kong, but I believe he lives across the UK and Malaysia, so has reason to drive.
I feel like Porsche SUV kind of guy.
I can see it. We'll have to ask him sometime.
I know he's on stream talking about wanting a jet.
Do they know on the table that we're
That's our previous feature table. Or is it? I think maybe seat balancing has occurred.
Yeah, looks like the table broke.
Yeah, looks like it did.
You see Watanabe on another table?
Oh, looks like we have an all-in. And calls situation on one of the outer tables.
Is it called just yet, or?
Yeah, first we take a look at this one. I know the production team is cutting to it. Something must have happened, so there we have it.
Once again, dealers, once you complete that hand, please stand up.
Oh, Sam, look at the top left.
There
Down
it
to
is.
71. Quickly check the website to see who we lost, but we are officially hand for hand, folks. Looks like no action on the King 7-8 flop now, the 3 of hearts. You see our excellent media team, live reporting team, carefully following the action on their feet all day. It's almost 1 a.m. local time. So Alan continues in position.
What a stack he's built. He's being off of our feature table. It's quite short, down to, I think, sub 100K. Looks like before this hand started, around the 400K mark.
Do you have a live update here?
All
In
right,
response to what
tournament
you just
players,
said.
we have entered the hand-for-hand portion of the tournament. Dealers, you can take a seat. We are down to 71 players. 71 players left in main event, day 2B.
That's Tyler
Players
and Neil
dealers,
Johnson.
if you get an all-in and a call at your table and action is complete, please hold the action and wait for the other tables to finish.
5%, right? But they had
Tyler breaking that down in a better way than Samurai could.
Tournament dealers, please shuffle up and deal. Hand number 1.
One hand at a time. But as I was saying, Sam, Alan getting it in. Aces versus queens versus sevens, I believe, and holding. Taking a stack all the way up to about, did you say 400K or so?
Looks like it before that hand.
Yeah, looks about right. So we are on the bubble, folks. This is what it's all been about. 2 eliminations away from the end of the day. 2 dreams will extinguish. Who will be our bubble boy? Who will be 71st place? We'll go one hand at a time and find out. Oh my goodness, look at this.
Oh, my.
What am I watching?
10-4 offsuit on the bubble of hand for hand, rips it for 20 big blinds in middle position.
What am I watching? Are the graphics correct?
Surely not.
Is this the same person who folded top 2 just to make it into the money?
Now, you're sure the fold was to make it into the money, or was it perhaps just a soul read?
Soul read to fold a chop?
Do they know? You know, maybe just had a...
Actually revealed that was just playing tight, which I, of course, was very worried about announcing to the table, but looks like it was all a big hustle, Sam. I'm just blown away by the 10-4. I have no explanation for it. Chat, let me know. Based on what we've seen thus far, that certainly did not track. We work our way around the outer tables because our feature table will pause. Who is that I spot in seat number 9? Oh,
5%,
and brewing. Animated discussion happening with the board out. Ace King 3, 7, 9, I believe. Oh, that's an all-in triangle, Sam. That's an all-in triangle. And the dealer's seated, which means we will be making our way to this table.
Yeah, all in and a call. One of our outer tables. Pre-flop as well.
Filipino. The main event. I didn't play the main event. I played the side. The final. Oh, really? No. The date. No, I didn't play the main event. I go deep, but,
Take it away, Neil.
you like the red drag. I started 200.
Test.
And then I reached like about 8 p.m. And then all evening.
All right, while they're setting my cameras up, everybody, welcome to Deja Vu. This is the second setting of Asia's world famous bubble coverage. World famous bubble coverage. We're over here on table 68. We're on table 68. We've got seat number 7, Juho Mang from South Korea, all in for 78. Oh, thank you. I didn't even have to guess. All in for 78,000. He's been called by seat 3, Kyohei Ikeda from Japan. Oh no, seat 2. Seat 2 doesn't want anything about this pot. Seat 3 is Win Man Hao from Vietnam. We are pre-flop. Let's see what we're working with, gentlemen. Cards up, please.
Let's see the cards. Looks like the action went
I got
a
pocket
raise by
eights,
Win
and the
Hao
all-in's got ace queen. We're off to the races.
and the jam by the Ace Queen.
Ace of diamonds, queen of hearts. For the all-in who's desperately working his one time in the corner. Ace of diamonds, queen of hearts against 8 of diamonds, 8 of clubs. We got a full-on race here, folks. Dealer, let's see the flop. I get an 8 in the window and 2 6s. It is a flopped full house for the pocket 8s. That is putting the ace queen way behind on this flop. He's going to need a lot of help running queens or running aces.
Or running 6s.
Yeah.
Seat number 4 wants an ace on the turn for a sweat. Turn card. It's 3. That is unfortunately going to go ahead, bring the river, dealer. That is going to, he didn't use his one time this time, so he'll have it for his next tournament. Going to be eliminated in 71st place. And we are now on the stone bubble. 70 players looking for the magic 69.
All right, tournament dealers, tournament players, please take your seats. Shuffle up and deal one more hand. Hand number 2.
That is so rough, as we do take a glimpse of Stephen Lai on one of the outer tables, along with the entire APT team on their feet, 1 a.m. local time. Really was rooting for the player at risk, as I tend to do, not to mention the praying, the dancing, the emotions were on full display, and that certainly continued after being flopped near dead. Really want to give a shout out to their recovery in terms of emotions. Left with a lot of grace and a smile. Absolutely the best way to approach any tournament. Experience the fun and the eventual score. It's all part of the process. We're on the stone bubble, folks. 70 players remaining, 69 paid. Comes down to this. Eric's side looks like he wants to pick up a few blinds on his way to day 3. 16K is the raise. Standard open, Jack 10 off, Ace 10 suited for lead, the short stack. On the stone bubble, has over 10 bigs. Usually, you can make your way to the money quite easily with 10 bigs on the stone bubble. And he recognizes that, lets the Ace 10 suited go. This is why Eric raised the Jack 10 off. But he decided to do so on the big blind of the one big stack on the table. Mind you, not the biggest stack anymore, but still 45 bigs. Chung is not going anywhere with Queen Jack, I'll tell you that. But the only question is, does he want to reverse the pressure? Not for now. Heads to the flop, dominating Eric's Jack 10. No Jack, no 10, no Queen. 8 high board, and all of a sudden, Eric is the favorite to take this down as a pre-flop aggressor. We saw how much of a stack he was willing to commit as a bluff in the multi-way Queen 10, King, Queen, Ace 4 hand. This time just gets the job done easily, picks up 28K. Chungus managed to maintain a hefty stack, but he's just not been able to get things going on the bubble. So hand over on our feature, back to the outers.
你懂我意思吗？我就是有机会，要是后面两家撞起来，至少还有，对我至少还有退路。我在后面我8筒我就 open 卷了。
That's an all-in, and
如果他卷我会扣。
Neil is hovering. Does that mean it's been called or it's been considered?
一个卷一个在卷。
Looks like the small blind is in the tank. APT CEO Fred Lung watches on along with APT host Elfin Lin.
All right, everybody. See, all we had to do was put people on hand for hand, and miraculously, we now have all ins. We've got two of them. We got one at 64, one at 71. Guys, you want me over there? Excuse me, I gotta go to my queue. Oh, and now I do need the phone. All right, so seat number 5, seat number 5, Kaisuke Tajiri from Japan. He raised under the gun, and then our small blind, seat 3, Tao Wei Chang from Taiwan, raised him all in from the small blind. He called all in. We're I told you I won't go until you tell me to go. All right, we are good to go. Gentlemen, what are we working with? Cards, please. I got pocket 5s. The all-in has pocket aces. We got the 5 of spades and the 5 of diamonds against the ace of spades and the ace of diamonds. So the all-in has the suits covered as well. Bring the cards in. Yeah, bring him in for a pretty flop shot. Yep. All right, we've got our pretty flop. So now let's see our pretty flop. I got a queen in the door, a queen, a 3, and a jack. All clubs. None of the players have a club. So it's still aces against 5s. The aces are in the lead. They just want to avoid the 2 5s in the deck, and they're going to complete the double up. Dealer turn card. It's king of diamonds. That changes nothing. So again, just avoiding the 5s to complete the double up. River card. It's a jack. Hey, look, all the people calling for did cheer for the jack. Always blackjack. All right, now we are headed to 71, right? All right, I'll head back to the corner. Excuse me, everybody. No worries. Oh, wow, this is a big pot. Damn. seat 2 call. All right, we got a big pot brewing over here, guys. What? How much is the all in? 344. So seat 2 is the one at risk. All right, guys, we got a battle between seat 1 and seat 2 in the blinds down here. 331,000 is the all-in pre-flop from these two players. Seat 1 is Kai Chuk Koo from Hong Kong. Seat 2 is Younghwan Han from South Korea. Again, 331? 331. Let's see what's worth all of that, guys. I got ace queen of hearts. I got ace queen of clubs. All right, we got ace queen of hearts is at risk, but we do got ace queen against ace queen here. Dealer, let's see the flop. See if there's anything exciting or if this was sound and fury signifying nothing. Jack of diamonds. Nope. Turn and river him, dealer. This was a lot of excitement for a few seconds. Turn and river. This changes nothing. There's a heart. That might have done something on the flop. All right. Came running hearts for a 4-card flush. Where's the ocean? It was Red River, so you got to keep bringing river cards. All right, over to you, Tyler.
All right. Dealers, please take your seats. Tournament players, take your seats as well. Hand number 3, shuffle up and deal.
Shuffle up and deal, as mentioned by Tyler. Hand number 3 of Hand for Hand. Day 2B on the stone bubble.
One guy has like 400k, another one has 330k. More than it's a very big stack. I mean, like maybe jamming okay, but like calling.
Just imagine the amount of anti-railing when you're all in on the stone bubble, the entire tournament rooting against you. Those are tough holds, you know. Even with the aces against the 5s, you just have that feeling in the pit of your stomach. Eric back to work, a lot more playable than he's had in the past when he's tried to attempt these steals. The resistance last time around was from the big stack. This time, just the easy pickup.
Okay, block under the gun and open is 20 big. Best place to bluff. And what gives you lots of credit? At least it's a 30 pro or X big or something, right? Sure.
Yeah, Eric might pretend he's loving life, making it look easy. You see our dealer standing up, our feature table dealer, following the same protocol as the remaining field. If the hand is over on your table, you stand up. You actually have the floor staff standing up as well. Back at the same table, and the all-in triangle has been put out. Looks like a decision being made by the big blind as we do cut away.
Yeah, I know. And it's worth money, so. Should we start at 3 o'clock?
Don't see a triangle in use yet. Time bank being used. Looks like Neil Joshi has put out 125k. Those are the 5 greens. Huge bet at this stage. Seat number 5, trying to make a decision. And there's a rip, and Neil lets it go. Seems disgusted. 125 was a decent portion of his stack. Shows the aces, the all-in player.
That's a great way to win with aces. You get like re-raising, gold, you get sweats, you get huge, like 40k, 125k, like, that's the best way. It's actually like, you do not want to be called, like, bust double.
No call. We continue to scout. Any other all-ins? Test means we have an all-in and a call, it seems. The big blind
Guys, we're over here on
having made the
63.
decision.
Yep. We gotta get our flop shot set up. While we're doing that, we had a button raise from Ivanich from South Korea. Defending his big blind with all of his chips is Arita Naohiro. Now a hero, sorry, from Japan. For what, about 130-ish?
Nice face.
And we are good. Let's see what we're working with, gentlemen. Turn them over, please. Ace 5, ace for the big blind. Ace of hearts, 5 diamonds. The big blind wakes up with 2 black aces.
No.
Oh, aces in big stack.
In the big blind as well. No. Ace,
All right, let's see the flop.
but in like big blinds as well.
I got 8 of diamonds in the window, 8 king queen.
9 diamonds.
There is a 5 of diamonds with the button raiser.
I would hate that.
So the aces are in good shape so far. They need to avoid running diamonds, or running 5s, I guess, as well. Let's see the turn card. It's the 8 of clubs, and that's going to do a little drawing dead action. Bring that river card, and over to you, Tyler. River is 3 of clubs for anybody keeping score at home.
All right, players and dealers, take your seats.
Yeah, there's the anti-rail from the rest of the field, but I love the high fives. Can you imagine doubling up on the stone bubble with the aces when you need them? Man, MTT Poker is something else. Basically locks up the 3k min cash because hand for hand across 8 tables. No doubt will lead to results sooner rather than later.
All right, tournament dealers, hand number 4. Shuffle up and deal.
The other one went for ages. The other hand for ages. The other day 2. Yeah.
Sam, I know we had a long bubble for 2A. Maybe not the longest we've ever had. Certainly remember some crazy ones. The hand for hand was to eliminate 3 players that time, not just 2.
Yeah, we have seen a few of those triple all-ins. They're rare, to be honest, on a bubble. It takes quite a bit to get to that point. There we go. Eric Sai getting a chance to raise.
Well, he's taken every chance thus far, and he continues. I think the table has caught on. Did mock him a little bit with the last pickup. There's not much you can do. Certainly not with the holdings that appeared behind him, but even in general. Oh, wait just a second. Wait just a second. Shono with the 10-4 jam is capable of anything. Oh my goodness.
How did you call that?
This is so out of line. 44 just not letting Eric get away with it. I just told you, Sam, you were out of the booth for about 5 minutes, and Eric kind of got teased a little bit for what he's doing. It's very blatantly obvious. He had Queen 10 suited last time, Jack 10 off the time before, and even this time it's somewhat reasonable holding to try and steal, long range steal in this case. But Shono just fighting back with the Robbie, the exact holding be damned. It's all about the bubble, the game flow. How can Eric continue? The first thing to consider is, do you have your opponent covered? And in the case of Eric, he does not.
No, with the stack so close, I think the risk premium. No, never mind. We're literally on the exact stone bubble, so.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically even in stacks. Even if there's a discrepancy, it'll be within one big blind, which...
Yeah, big risk premium, both of them.
Yeah, if you get down to one big blind, the whole tournament will just wait you out.
Exactly. Eric hasn't folded just yet. Looks like he senses something is up.
Oh my goodness. Doesn't even show. Eric's going to have to watch that on the stream.
Tournament dealers, take a
Cheeky
seat.
smile. I love this.
Please shuffle up and deal.
I kind of love the cheeky way the race was announced as well. 4-4. 4-8
Yeah,
was it?
yeah.
With the fingers. Come on, chat. Are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Love this comment.
This is ruthless.
This is ruthless. That's a great word.
That really
Ruthless
is.
aggression. Which was the slogan for WWE wrestler Chris Benoit. And then he lost a few teeth while fighting. So they just called him Toothless Aggression.
I love that. Oh.
Anna chat says, unbelievable. I have to agree. A main event special. Look out for Shono on day 3. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Taking the spin of Zhang not waking up with the premium to pick up the blinds with the 4 deuce. This is just ridiculous.
Ruthless.
Ruthless.
And what was that for? Like 20, I think 18 blinds effective?
Yeah, let's spin. Let's spin. Something brewing. No triangle yet. Stephen Lai in the frame and in the hand. Scarf number 6 is out. Saw a few over the course of the series. Was on our opening event. Match late tag team bounty. Now here in the stone bubble checks. I believe the aggressor in the hand would be seat number 9. 8-8 jack, 3 spades. Steven looks like he called pre-flop from the small blind. Has checked and flowed thus far.
Pretty strong range to call out of the small blind. A lot of pocket pairs.
You're good at this, Sam. Can you eyeball his stack?
Looks like 200.
Okay.
50, 250. Is covered. Not by too much though. Looks like up against a 350 stack or so. What do you think?
Looks pretty strong to me. Flat, pre-flop, now lead out. Would be doing this with perhaps single spade bluffs after the disinterest on the flop. Haven't got the river, but looks like 2 across. Maybe something
Looks
like
around the 4, 5.
5 of clubs.
Yeah.
If it's 4 spades on the board, I do expect to see another barrel from Stephen.
Oh, was it a flush complete on the turn?
Yeah.
Well, Stephen has checked.
That's the in position player doing the betting.
Tough spot now. So Stephen's got quite a few pocket pairs that are now in a rough spot. facing this action.
Should be cutting to the board shortly to see if we have 4 spades on the board or if the river was a club.
If it's 4 spades, it's very tough to play out of the small blind. That is 4.
A 4th spade, the 5 of spades.
Yeah, so great board, great run out for the under-the-gun player, but Steven's going to look him up. I saw an ace. Looks like Stephan has a pocket pair with a spade and bluff catched something like an ace queen or something, just an ace high.
Tournament dealers, please take your seats. One more hand.
Couldn't quite make it up. It looks like something like pocket nines with a spade.
Okay.
Up against, I think, ace queen off.
Well done. Looks like he managed to extract with the line he took, and a bit of a healthier stack to potentially take into day 3. Let's go Stephen Lai. Please don't rip 4 deuce like Geronimo. Isn't Geronimo what you say when you kind of do something crazy? Yeah, like jump in the pool, jump off a cliff.
But you can't just say Geronimo.
You gotta say
Geronimo.
the exclamation point. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Eric Sai has had reasonable holdings while he's been super busy trying to seal. That's about 17 bigs. Ace-8 suited in the big blind. No 3-bet against the hijack open from the table chip leader. 6-9-4. Mild connection, but off this stack depth, I don't know what it counts for. If there's one person Chung can't bully because of the bubble, it is Eric Sai. 3 million in earnings. When you arrive every day in Lamborghini, Sam mentioned, maybe the bubble pressure is not getting to you as much. We'll let the ace-8 suited go though. A fantastic content creator besides being a poker player. Has really uplifted the game in his home state of Taiwan. I believe he's a Taipei local, set up a studio, represents his country across the world, but certainly at every APT.
Yeah, and there is a poker club called 6Bet Poker Club. I reckon it has something to do with him.
It does.
There we are, confirmed in the booth by Vidur. Have you been?
I have not, but I'd love to.
You should go. Check it out. I think Eric's like accomplish some bubble teas.
I wonder if they have a bonus for 6-betting.
I think it's too easy to collude for that one.
That's true.
So that would be very, very, very cool. Ooh, here we go. Looks like a hero call.
Hero call on the river on the 3-7-7, 10-8, 3 hearts board.
Or no, re-jamming against the 125.
I see. Does he have 125, Sam?
A little more.
Oh, just a little bit more. That's why the all-in triangle goes next to him. I mean, that is a sick feeling, because I don't think it's much more than 125.
Okay, it actually might be less if those stacks are 50K apiece. Just from this camera view, it looks like they're like 60s, but
Yeah.
why would the floor count them down to 60s, right? So
I think it's just a call.
yeah,
It's probably something like 108,000, I see.
yeah, 109. I think it's 4 yellows.
Okay, Neil, take it away. Could this be it?
Oceania, right? You know, like we compete. Australia competes in like Asia Cup. It's part of Asia.
All right, guys, we are over here on 71. We are on river action here. We've got the 3 of hearts, the 7 of hearts, the 7 of diamonds, the 10 of spades, and the 8 of hearts. So we got 3, 7, 7, 8, 10. There's 3 hearts out there. On the river action, our seat number 6, Moonyak Sim from South Korea. Bet enough to put our seat number 8, Junes Leong from Malaysia, all in. He made the call. So again, we got 3, 7, 7, 8, 10 with 3 hearts. Let's find out who wins. What do we got? I got King 8 of diamonds for 8s and 7s. I got 2 black aces for the all-in. Aces and 7s are going to win, and he's going to go and double up. Can you bring the aces?
Bring the aces just above. Just so that
Wow.
Somehow the ace is on
right,
the
over to you,
river
Tyler.
with King 8. And these
All
are
right,
big
tournament
stacks.
dealers, please take a seat.
Don't forget, the over 100K call-off is way more than some of the short stacks are trying to hold on to as their entire stack.
Tournament dealers, please shuffle up and deal. One more hand.
So this is not going to be it. One more hand at the very least. Even Tyler seems to have lost count of which hand-for-hand number we're on. We're watching a 30-minute delay, so 1:30 in local time. All of this is happening at 1 a.m. on the outer tables. The day started at 3 p.m.
Just one player away. Yeah, just one player away.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my goodness.
The rip. Successful once again. Are we going to show? No.
This one's a bit more reasonable though.
Sam, you missed the joke.
What was it?
It's 1:30 a.m. I get it. I said, are we going to show? No.
Oh my goodness, I did miss that.
I'd show the 6 after my opponent shows the 3.
Yeah, right.
It's only his turn.
So back to the outer tables after the jam from Shono is successful. Just absolutely playing with fire there. It's always tough with Japanese players. Hand and mob not very accurate when it comes to the country of Japan. I see 12,000 in live earnings at the minimum on hand and mob. Curious what the approach of the bubble is on some of the other tournaments they've been playing, but for now we cut to the action on this board. 3 deuce 6 deuce, I believe, and a 5. Pardon me, 5 deuce 6 deuce 5. So double paired board and a quick call on the river, and it's the absolute air getting called by the ace high. These are 2 monster stacks. Those stacks of greens are worth 500K.
What was that hand there? I thought I saw 6-3.
10-3, I believe.
10-3,
Your
okay.
air got shot converting into a bluff with 10 high.
And another snap call. And it's no good.
Queen 9, 9 king, along with, I believe, the king 10, so value bet
All
with
right,
top pair on
dealers
the
and
river.
players, take your seats. Dealers, please shuffle up and deal.
Alan adding to his stack.
This bubble is going on quite a bit longer than our flight 2A today.
Interesting. Does tend to happen with smaller field sizes, but there's a lot more going on. In general, with bubbles, you have to realize the short stacks will be getting it in more likely as a favorite. So the all-in should be going their way more often than not. Seems to be the case. Still, the inevitable will happen. Statistics will play themselves out as they tend to do. I mean, we have Shono just open ripping. At some point, somebody calls and gets caught in the net. If nothing else, that's a feature table alone. I can only assume what's going on the outer tables is occasionally as crazy, although this might be top of range for the chaos in the field.
Oh, Mika with the 6s in the big blind.
Yeah, there's a smile because it's just gonna let this one go, I think.
You know, just
Any
set mine.
merit to set mine? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Put in one big blind. You know, if you're really that worried, just fold no 6. Don't even get carried away on a 5-4-3 board.
Back to the outer. Flush completes with the 4 of hearts. Board pairs up as well. Leave a jack or a king of hearts. 4, 8, 4, 3 hearts. A table with players we are yet to see on the feature. Looking forward to getting to know some more of the field tomorrow. Day 3 coverage will begin 11:15 local, plus 30 minutes for the delay, and we will rotate feature tables after every break. It's gonna be a fun time. Mark your, should I say calendars? Alarm clocks, maybe?
Alarm clocks, yeah.
$1,200 of you with us for this late night bubble coverage, the second one of the day. No all-in on this table. Absolutely loved having you here. It's been a long day, but a fun one to cover. An important one at that, day 2, so make or break. 338 dreams will be alive tomorrow. 339 of them are alive right now. Hard to fathom that somebody's going to be the final person eliminated out of the money in the main event shortly.
Test.
Neil's heading to one of the outer tables. Addy's standing around, which means we have an all-in. I spot the triangle. Cards yet to be revealed.
We're getting ready over here on 70. So far, player in the 6th seat, Grant Wang, has asked him if he has ace-king. He said no. Ace-queen, he said no. Ace-jack, he said no. And now he's saying he has a bad hand. So I don't know what's exactly going on. But I don't know the betting, but I know we're all in for, what, about 150K? So Grant Wang all in for 150K, called by Suwon Kwon from South Korea. We're pre-flop. So it's allegedly not ace-king, ace-queen, or ace-jack. But it's also not a good hand, allegedly. So let's see what we got. The all-in hand has an 8 of hearts and an 8 of diamonds. King-jack of spades. I don't know that Grant seems happier about that being the rollover versus we are off to the races here. Can you bring him in tighter?
A pure flip. Just like the previous elimination. Thick sweat on the stone bubble.
Grant's calling for the chop. His 8s are happy with a chop if he can get it. All right, we have 2 red 8s against the king-jack of spades. The 8s are in the lead, and they are the all-in. Dealer, let's see the flop, please. I get a 7 of diamonds in the window. 7, 10, jack. 7 of diamonds, 10 of clubs, jack of hearts. The 8s picked up a gut shot to a 9. Grant has said he's fine if an 8 and a 9 come because he did ask for a chop. All right, the jack is in the lead now, though. Dealer, let's see the turn. Let's see what changes. It's the deuce of diamonds. So Grant is looking for the 8 now in order to get the double up and get out of the way of the king jack. He needs a black 8 on the river. Dealer, do we have one in the deck? Or a 9, excuse me, a 9 for a straight? It's a deuce. Unlucky for Grant. Congratulations, everybody. You have cashed in the second flight of the second largest main event in APT history. All right, Grant, we do have a bubble draw. Where's Elfin? There's my girl over here. Come around this side, Elfin. All right, Grant, there's some micro main tickets, mini main tickets, ultra stack tickets, and there is one main event ticket, so you can get your money back if nothing else. You just have to draw from Elfin. All right, he's drawn that one. Let's see.
How does this work? You pull that out? It doesn't look. Can I change it? I would like to change it.
It's a full no-beat game. It's a full no-beat game.
What do we got?
Micro main ticket.
Micro main ticket.
All right, thank you again, everybody. It's been a blast today on Double Day 2s in the Deja Vu bubble. Mr. Tyler, let's pack him up and send him home.
All right, thank you, Neil. Congratulations, everyone, on making the money. Tomorrow, day 3 starts at 11:15 a.m. Players, please be here at 11:15 a.m. sharp. We are having a random draw for an APT Championship $10,000 US dollar value seat. Players, please put your name and chip counts on the bag. And once again, see you tomorrow at 11:15 a.m. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
All right, Stephen. We see your bag. Well done to Stephen Lai and the remaining 69 participants of Flight
Players who are
2B.
bagging, please remember to bag up your time banks and your
The
players
bubble
slip.
has
Right?
been burst. Hard to
Bag up
believe,
your time
Sam.
banks and
We're
your
finally
players
here. Day 3. 338 entrants are now set, playing for over $500,000 US. What a grind it was. A huge shout out to Grant Wang, all things considered. Took being the bubble boy quite well, losing a flip right at the end. That's how things tend to go. He did lose to Su Huan Quan. And as per the live reporting, I can see a chip count of 957,000 for Quan. It's going to be one of the bigger stacks. Obviously, with the bubble getting sweaty, as we mentioned, things did get quite tense. We will roll back the blinds to whatever the shortest level was when we hit the bubble. Everything's going to be on the website. Chip counts of the survivors, seed draws eventually. Our team will get to work. It's 1:40 a.m. local time, but we will make sure we're all set at 11:15 a.m. when the players join us. What a day it's been, Sam. I mean, I'll just throw it to you. Any standout moments, any thoughts?
You know what, Vidur? It's been a great day. We were just blessed with our first bubble. We had a feature table that just kept picking up premiums, and we had the stark contrast in our Flight B. Everyone getting dealt rags. Did not stop Shono from just ripping in 10-4 offsuit with 20 big blinds. So the disparity between the people trying to eke into the money and those trying to take advantage, beautiful to see, folks. There you have it on your screen. Our final 340 contestants locking up $3,010 as they're going to come back tomorrow, playing down to the 48th position, good for $9,150. But folks, I think Vidur and I are going to get a quick bite to eat, get to bed, get some rest, because we are back up here at 11:15 a.m. local time to take you folks through that day 3 of the main event. Vidur, why don't you close us out for tonight?
Well, I do want to give a huge shout out to all of those who worked so hard this late into the night to make these things happen. You saw so much of our floor staff, obviously our production staff, for putting on the stream, and thank you for still about 1,000 of you on YouTube for joining us. I know it can become a bit of a grind, #sweaty bubble sometimes, but we really appreciate having you here. Make sure you hit subscribe. Many more days of coverage to come, playing the main event, of course, down to the winner and then the high roller. We will see you tomorrow, 11:15 a.m. local. Don't miss it. Catch us tomorrow, day 3 of the main event.
Welcome to Asia's largest online poker room. Our next generation poker software is now initiating. Elevate your online experience with a wide variety of poker variations to choose from. Get fully immersed with fun and social features. Level up your game with PokerCraft and Smart HUD. Unlock a wealth of rewards including cashback, bonuses, and jackpots. Join world-class poker tournaments featuring some of the world's most renowned brands and the largest guaranteed prize pools in the world. Experience the best in customer service and hassle-free transactions for a seamless online gaming experience. With online poker available on all your devices, you'll be able to play your favorite games anytime, anywhere. Sign up now and elevate your online poker experience today.
These raps when they ask where I'm at, I don't care, but just tell them let's go. Then let's go. All white crew with an all white rose. I can't choose when I might need both. Seen them all hate, now they all at the shows. And the money too sick, cause it all gets gross. They was trying to slide, but they way too close. Saying too much, and it's all I know. I don't need friends, I got too many foes. And it's too many O's for me to count, just go. I don't got time for them messing around. We're stuck in the O, but I'm making it out. Say that they got it, I'm testing them out. They hearing it talk, they ain't making a sound. Say they on 10, so I told them let's go. Swear that I mean every word that I wrote. Call me a dog, but I said on the gold. If this the Olympics, I'm sick.